I've seen a lot of games, and I have a feeling this one is going to be special.
Top 5 comebacks in the NFL's greatest team season. In order to qualify, you had to be down by double digits and have over a 90% chance of losing the game at some point, according to Pro Football Reference. Honorable mention for a top 5 comeback was San Francisco's 17-6 comeback against their division rival on opening day against Arizona. The 5th greatest comeback in the NFL's greatest team season. Yet again, Buffalo over Houston with Tom Hammond on the call.
The pocket is collapsing. Andre Johnson gets in for 6. Yes, it's going to be 6 points.
We remember the 90s Bills coming back down by 35 against Houston to win that playoff game. Not quite the same comeback against Houston in Week 8 of the greatest team season, but down 21-6, they'd scored 19 unanswered, including this critical stop to ice the win by Bruce Smith. 19 unanswered to win it, 25-21 over Houston, a massive win. They outgained the Texans by over 175 yards, and a lot of that in the second half. The number 4 greatest comeback of all time, a Week 16 affair between the Jets and the Colts late on Sunday. And it was Peyton Manning's worst half of a game all year. 3 interceptions on 5 for 10 passing. The Jets were up 13-0, but missed field goals and turnovers hurt them in the second half. Manning was brilliant with a 148 quarterback ranking since he started at a 22, and Brian Fletcher won it in overtime. Colts scored 19 unanswered to win it, 19-13. Number 3 greatest comeback of all time, yet again featuring the Jets, this time in a brilliant New York comeback. A Mike Hollis field goal late in the first half lifted Jacksonville in front 17-0. And then the Jets come storming back. All 3 phases shine, and they would outscore Jacksonville 20-0 over the final 2 quarters and change in this one. Don Maynard went berserk, setting up the overtime game winner from Jim Turner. Namath threw the ball well, but Jim Turner was the hero of this one, 20-17 Jets. It was the Jags' 5th straight loss, led by that guy who went 17 for 31, 257 yards and 2 TDs in the Jets win. Number 2 greatest comeback ever, the Denver Broncos in Week 2 at home against Cleveland, and this game got away from the home team. Ernest Biner and the Browns jump in front with under 2:20 left, 24-10. This game was over. And then Denver goes bananas over the final 2:19, outgaining Cleveland 135-11. They don't just score once or twice. Off of a critical daring board interception, Jason Elam scores the 3rd straight drive for Denver to close it, 27-24 Broncos. Not as good as the greatest comeback of the league this season. Denver was up 28-10 1 week earlier against Cincinnati. Check out those numbers going into the 4th quarter. Bengals then, after this Eric Thomas interception to begin the period, they would outgain Denver 206-37 of the 4th quarter. Big catch from Eddie Brown sparked the comeback. Bengals scored 21 unanswered points in the 4th quarter at home in the greatest comeback, 31-28. in the greatest team season. Esiason was spectacular, and the Bengals wipe away an 18-point deficit in the 4th quarter. That was the greatest comeback of the greatest team season.